Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody making, I think, some sort of offer in love. And I feel like this is somebody that is not used to making this kind of offer. So it could be something a little bit unusual or unprecedented for this person. Maybe they're not really one to jump into an exclusive relationship, that kind of thing. Hi there, Miss Mountain Girl. How we doing today? Let's bring in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I think we'll dive right in. I think the signs of the times. And you can probably hardly see my little skeleton dude on my shirt, but he'll be peeking up over the desk. What else do we have? We have anchor, which is stability, and number 16. And we have number 31, globe, and possibility. I love this because I have a globe right there. It has some countries that are no longer a thing on it. This really does make me feel like somebody's traveling, even though we're talking about stability and I'm looking at a front door. I feel like somebody is going to visit somebody else's front door, to be honest. Because there is some sort of possibility of building a home together. Somebody's like daydreaming, thinking about the life that could be built together. All right, this is the Morgan Brew. What else do we have? Hi there, Peggy. How are you doing today? All right, we've got the 5 of Cups in the reverse, the 3 of Pentacles. I have stayed away from getting caught up with people because I knew I needed to be selective, but I know I would not regret partnering with you. And I mean, the contract from the very beginning makes it feel like there's something this person wants to sign with you, moving in with you, getting married, that kind of thing is what they're thinking about. But we have the Page of Wands in the reverse and the 8 of Swords. There's missing information here. A question mark that can't really be pushed to the side or ignored. We have somebody here realizing I have to answer this question before I know what's going on, before I can like choose where to go. So I don't know. I feel like somebody is nervous though. Like maybe I have underestimated what I need to do. Knight of Swords, 3 of Wands in the reverse. There's something unpredictable that happens and causes somebody to react in a way that makes them do something they've been wanting to do for a while. It's like the example that's coming through my head is when 9/11 happened, I actually cared about the pop culture. There was, I think, a rumor that was confirmed going around that Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey got back together because of that event, right? Like something major that kind of like calls into question who you associate with, who's important to you, who you would, want to take care of, right? And that's pushing somebody to do something that's out of character for them that I think they end up realizing it feels natural to them, but initially would not have felt natural. So something that maybe they unlearned from their parents, I feel like it has to do with affection. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse. We've got somebody that is, I think, being very cautious with regards to love because there have been instances of codependency or manipulation, toxic behaviors in the context of a relationship that have pushed them to be kind of resistant to it or kind of like do their own thing, right? Because this is a card that talks about community, but we only have one person on that card. Kind of interesting. Most Three of Pentacles have 3 people. We have the Devil and the King of Rods or King of Wands. I don't know if there's any other way to look at this. We have somebody very transfixed, very focused. Look at how the eyesight of the King of Wands goes right towards that star or that like candle that's burning in the middle of the Devil card. There's like a singular focus right now for this King of Wands. And it has to do with love. Ten of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. I feel like this King of Wands has another choice. Kind of feel like for a while this King of Wands has had some sort of emotion for more than one person, and it's like either or. You can't be talking to both, you can't be involved with both, and I think this King of Wands feels like they chose the wrong one. But the Ten of Wands indicates that there's a completion or like there's an ending here to being put out in the cold. I feel like we need to pull a couple cards from the situations deck because I've seen a few of them in my mind while trying to describe the situation. And we also have had the King of Wands coming out quite frequently in the last couple of days. Settlement, agreement, compromise in the reverse. Somebody is unwilling to compromise. Yeah. Just like the combination of the King of Wands with the Devil was giving us the impression that somebody is on the hunt or very focused on something. We have the Bounty Hunter card coming out along with the Drastic Cutoff card. So like I said, there was something here that made the King of Wands put somebody in a timeout or cut them off. And I feel like they have done that for somebody else that now they want to put in the timeout. It's like, I want to swap these two out. They're people, okay, King of Wands? It's not like the day after Christmas. This person's very determined. I think there's been enough time that has passed where something has kind of like, I almost want to say something's kind of snapped in this King of Wands where it's like, okay, I'm not going to delay any longer. Kind of feels like I've kind of messed this up for long enough. I have a mess to clean up, basically. That Eight of Swords again. Eight of Swords is about limitations. I mean, she's blindfolded, right? You don't have all the information. You don't have full mobility. Hi there, Drew. How are you? There was a reason this King of Wands found it particularly difficult to walk away from the previous situation. It could, for some of you, be an attachment to a child that wasn't theirs. It could be, for some of you, a sense of family with that person's family, maybe not so much with the person. A sense of belonging, a sense that they had to really sacrifice something in order to walk away. But it was almost like they were literally like chained to another person. This feels like the same reading. For those of you that saw my readings the last like 2-3 days, I feel like we have a very persistent masculine energy. Wanting to make it very clear that they had to get out of a toxic situation with somebody that lied to them. We have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And I think this is actually twofold. Number one, when I hold the High Priestess in the reverse, you can see the letters on the scroll say Torah. So for me, that symbolizes somebody that knew but didn't listen to their intuition. Like I saw the writing on the wall. I saw information, or I had a gut feeling and I didn't listen to it. And it led to some misfortune, some feeling of being stuck, right? But I also feel like there's somebody here who has intentionally misled the King of Wands and wanted to keep him in a sense of feeling stuck. There are people out there that will look at you and look for points of manipulation, things that they could use to control you, to keep you around, to use you for money, whatever it is. And I do feel like that's what we have here, is somebody that was purposefully trying to trap this masculine energy. Hello, Juan. How are you doing? Hello, Bernice. Welcome in. We have the Two of Pentacles, that Three of Wands in the reverse again. Death in the reverse. This King of Wands tried to keep things in balance and may have been very instrumental in a financial way for the person he felt tied to. This could be just family. It doesn't have to be romantic. But I think for many of you, it was in some way romantic. And yet there was this pull or connection that was difficult for the King of Wands to forget. So all of this time, they're trying to do right by this connection. And they're daydreaming about a different life. Thinking about what they lost out on. We've got the Princess or Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It's no coincidence that the Ten of Pentacles, which can mean a significant loss, is clarifying our Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There was a significant loss. There was a wrong turn, a wrong choice, And this King of Wands, where does that come from? I was going to say wands and rods, so it's got to be from somewhere in there. But we've got this guy basically just daydreaming about what could have been if they'd made a different choice. Let's keep in mind that I'm reading energy, not an actual gender. So this could be anyone. But for sure, they have had to put on a little bit of an act to go forward in whatever this life is that they did choose. We have the Fool, the Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles. This is like the same reading as the other day. I think there's been a plan for a little while to vacate the premises, to save up some money and be in a position to make a drastic move. I think there's somebody who wants to like go on a short trip or literally move, like pick up and move. And it's because there's some pressing truth that this King of Wands, King of Pentacles feels they need to confess or reveal in order to have a new beginning. If they don't, then I think they believe they'll be stuck in this situation for a very long time. Thank you, Bernice. That's so sweet of you. So I think there's a pretty big conversation that someone's thinking about. Let's grab a few from the Earth and Bone. Number 26, the key. Inner calling, clarity, resolve, intention, objective. This is what he's focused on. He's obsessed with it. (32) Serpent. Rebirth, nonconformity, new approaches, unconventionality. We may see the Tower come out in the reverse because unconventional approach, definitely something that would align with that. This is somebody stepping out of their comfort zone, leaving something in the past and pursuing something that they feel very pulled towards. Probably could classify this as a twin flame reading, although that's not necessarily 100% required. I just feel like there is a connection here that has inspired, an actual ascension, which for most people would classify as twin flames. So let's see what else we have. We'll go with get some inner thoughts here. This is the untold messages of the heart. What is this King of Wands thinking about? I don't know what has happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. My life is falling apart and I'm struggling. They chose the wrong path. I know that I want you in my future. I'm working on making the proper plans. Yeah, it certainly feels that way with the Globe card and the Anchor card and the Bounty Hunter card. Let's go with start. Is it the Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas deck, which I love. All right, what else do we have? Seven of Needles, which is the same as this card, the Seven of Swords, and can be a card about dishonesty. The Devil in the reverse. That's a very interesting layout because these two obviously are coming out together, but this one clarifies the Seven of Swords. And the Devil in the reverse is a good sign of somebody being able to let go of that which binds them, you know, some kind of lifestyle choice or belief or even fear itself that has been limiting them. I think this King of Wands has realized that not only were other people lying to them, the High Priestess in the reverse, but they were lying to themselves. And they have let go of what they were doing to limit themselves and decided, I don't need to do whatever this High Priestess in the reverse says that I need to do. I'm no longer afraid. I can balance this out on my own. I love this. I feel like the Jack in the Box or the Cat in the Box is coming across to me as I don't know necessarily what's going to happen, but I'm still going to keep moving forward, right? I'm still going to keep even if it's unpredictable, it's something that I'll enjoy, right? It'll be a new path. We have Justice in the reverse. Page of Presence in the reverse. And the Ten of Needles. Right? Oh, there's another one. So this High Priestess in the reverse, the person that made it difficult for this King of Wands to leave in the first place, there's something that they've done to make it clear that there's no additional chapters with this person. There's a betrayal here that happened. For some of you, what I see is finding out a child is not yours. What I see is finding out that your partner has betrayed you with another, maybe somebody close to you, like a best friend. Whatever happened between this King of Wands and the High Priestess in the reverse is like a game ender. It's a deal breaker. It's not something that they really anticipate being able to look beyond. I will always see that when I look at you, that kind of thing. Hi there, Tom. How are you doing? So if you resonate with the object of affection and you wonder if this person could go back to the High Priestess in the reverse, my answer would be, I don't think so. Because this is the endings, or the ending of all endings kind of vibe. Ace of Presents, Four of Presents in the reverse, presents being pentacles or earth energy, and the Nine of Candles or Nine of Wands. It's like there's a saying, and it's Minnesota nice. I'm from Minnesota. I don't live there now, but the joke being basically that there's a little bit of like passive aggressivism. There's a little bit of like being unwilling to admit when you want a beverage that's offered to you, for example, because you're just trying to be polite, right? I wouldn't want to put you out. This beverage or blessing was offered and the King of Wands passed it up, right? Missed an opportunity, thought about it, realized what they passed up on, And now all they can think about is how they would do that differently, or what would happen if they had chosen that person, if they had gone down that other path. And it's made them very defensive of it. Nine of Wands, I generally see like a dude standing outside of a castle, right? Like, I wish a bitch would. Like, try it. I got a weapon and I'm gonna use it. This person is very protective of the new beginning they're pursuing, to the extent where I don't think they've told a lot of people about it. They would not be telling several people, maybe just one trusted individual, because they do feel like there are people that could ruin it. And I kind of wonder why. Queen of Presents, or the Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Wands, this time in the upright. Interesting, because it was in the reverse up here twice. So we have a sense that something was unfair for this object of the King of Wands affection. A sense that this person had been loyal to the king and they did not return in kind. I think as a result, there's a desire to do something here to impress the Queen of Pentacles. They may arrive with flowers. They may arrive with a gift. They may arrive with, I don't know, alcohol. Whatever they feel like would be well received. I think they have to make it clear that showing up isn't just happenstance, that they actually do. Oh, thank you, Juan. That they do actually need, like, to make it clear what they want, and what they want is something serious. So in other words, I think the King of Wands makes it clear there are emotions at play here. All right, let's see. We'll grab a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. And Juan, I can definitely pull a couple cards for you. All right, we have, you are going to be happier than you dared to hope. Your advice is appreciated. Being true to a friend will injure your future. Be careful. That's what I was saying about not telling a lot of people. There's somebody here that would leak what they know to somebody they shouldn't. So be cautious if you are this King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Do not tell many or really any people, because there's somebody here that you consider to be a friend that would give your information to somebody else, either competition, somebody who is also interested in this person, or somebody that would tell the High Priestess in the reverse what you're up to. Let's see. I do think we need a few on this new love interest for the King of Wands, what that is like. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Let go of control issues after this or allow the situation to unfold naturally. And soulmate. I think these red flags are actually about the friend. So it does look like this is a good love match for the King of Wands, but there are control issues that the King of Wands needs to be a little bit focused on. There may need to be kind of a relaxed approach to what they're trying to achieve. But we have the soulmate card. All right, Juan, I'll pull a few for your career. This is the Marigold. Three after one. Three after one. Four of Cups in the reverse. Four of Wands in the reverse. The Fool. There's a new opportunity here for you. It's a good idea to be open to maybe even a different variation on what you have been doing. It may even feel like a little bit of a step backwards, but if it gets you into a good company or a good trajectory, that's better for you. But it does look like you're advised to pursue something new. All right, I'm going to leave it there, everyone. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you on the next reading.